Guys, it's a moment the internet's been waiting for. I finished Half-Life 2.
And Stig's not here. Mm-hmm. Oh, bless you, Stig.
Finished. I've completed the computer game, Half-Life 2. Not the next volumes, the chapters or whatever they're called.
Episode 1 and 2, that's fine.
Yeah.
You would hate them anyway because they start a contiguous storyline which doesn't get finished. That would piss you off.
Oh, right.
What are you playing it on?
Laptop. Because apparently my laptop can absolutely play it to its fullest.
I mean, it's from 2004. I'd fucking hope it can.
Yeah, absolutely. And I did what you said, Gadget, as well. I plugged in the DualSense and Tig mentioned it as well in the Discord. Plug it in, and do you know what? I reverted back to mouse and keyboard. It's just better. It's just better.
Oh, that's getting clipped. That's getting clipped for future use.
It just works better for that game because the crosshairs are not very good on it. I don't know if you remember.
The crosshair's fine on it. You need to be able to aim properly. That's the difference. Can't do that on a controller.
So, it's time for me to review. How old a game is it?
2004, so it's nearly 20 years old.
20-year-old game. Half-Life 2. So, I don't even have to go through the story because you all know exactly what it's about.
Yeah.
It's about Mr. Freeman. Hello, Gordon. Him. From my favourite YouTube series of all time. See, disclaimer, if you don't know, if you're new to this, I love Half-Life 1, and I always riffed upon the fact that, Half-Life 2 is overrated, Half-Life 2 is overrated, blah, blah, blah. And then these guys found out I played about 20 minutes of it, and I got destroyed.
Because you said you didn't like Half-Life 2. You said, how long you played? 20 minutes. You didn't get the fucking train station.
Yeah, I didn't. So, my first session, I got to where Raven place?
Ravenholm.
Yeah, and I saved it there. I shouldn't have done, because when I came back, that's the best bit. That's so good.
Yeah, there's a reason we don't go to Ravenholm.
I didn't know it turned into a survival horror at all. And
it's your tutorial for the gravity gun.
Yeah. That's when everything changed in my head. Like, I was like, oh shit, yeah. And I saw, I'm a big fan of Portal as well. I saw where the physics, it's the Source engine, isn't it?
Yeah.
I saw all the physics manifest, and I saw the DNA from Valve and stuff, and I was like, and I was trying to put my head into a space that if I were in that year, do you know what I mean, to review it better.
Yeah.
And I was playing it, and I had a smile on my face the whole way through that game.
Yeah, you did.
I
fucking excellent.
Like, even though I was playing it, trying to play it in a lens that it was old, I still hated the fact that it was loading all the time.
Yeah.
You could see when another level was going to load it. You could see it. You know what I mean? I could see, because I'd been spoilt.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully those loading screens are never in a place where it affects the action. It's usually in a corridor somewhere. And computers now are fast enough where it just comes up loading and stops. So you lose a couple of frames. It's fine.
Yeah. And like I didn't like the crosshairs. I know it's only minuscule things, but the shooting, you could just blast. You didn't really have. It's not Call of Duty. It wasn't really precision, because most of the time I weren't using guns. I was flicking things at things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stig mentioned something about the car bit, and I think he means the buggy, doesn't it? That buggy.
The buggy's shite.
I didn't hate it.
The problem with
I didn't hate the boat, the hovercraft thing.
Yeah, the buggy level is just it's such a long level.
It's very long. Yeah, it is long. And you want to get back, because there's no story beats, there's no world building in those moments. It's just put in there, isn't it?
Yeah, get to the next place, shoot a load of dudes, get to the next place, shoot a load of dudes.
I get what you were trying to do. It was trying to show how far away you had to go.
I did like at the end of that level, though, going under the bridge. That was great.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And the things that it calls back to the original game with the fucking things that suck you up. Always frightening, forever frightening.
Terrifying.
Yeah, terrifying. And some of the guns that you get later on are really good. And the story coalesces into, I weren't unsatisfied, but I was like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Knowing that this episode 1 and 2, thinking, okay, let's get into it. I'm not a big fan of the voice acting at this point, obviously. It's very fucking old.
it's fine.
But I get why I get why I didn't like it last time, because I remember getting to a bit where I'm in the bit I got to the original playthrough was when I'm in the place where that little crab pet turns up first time.
Oh yeah,
with a guy, and she's telling you, God, can you tell I've just played it? I don't know anyone's fucking name.
Dr. Kleiner, Alex.
Yeah, I know Alex. Yeah, and that's where I stopped, because there's a lot of like chatter, isn't there? And back then I couldn't cope with a lot of chatter, but I was trying to soak it up.
Yeah,
and the arm is scary. The
Combine, yeah.
The Combine, yeah, and it reminds me of like George Orwell a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of that there. It's not very subtle with it.
No, and it just coalesced into a really fantastic game. And I know people listening are waiting for me to put a score on it, and I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, like I say,
in the realm of, it is 2023 now. I think it is due a remake.
No, it's not. It needs to just stay as it is. It's fine as it is. I think
I'm sure you could probably make it a lot better.
There's
with loads of mods and stuff.
There's loads of mods out there to like pretty up the game. It doesn't need it. It's a pure game. Every level has a different mechanic that puts new things to it. You get thrown new enemies all the time. It's non-stop as well. Pace is all right, I think. It's got one of the few good sewer levels in gaming, which is the one.
Yeah. So yeah.
No, I fucking love Half-Life 2. It's so good.
I still think the first one's better. I don't know. There's something about coming into work and everything fucking up. I don't know. I just really like that concept. But yeah, it's fucking good. I was wrong, weren't I?
Oh, mate, you can get that off your backlog now. Well done. It's a
done.
Good game.
I did it. I said I'd do it, and I'd done it. And then I actually watched a few like makings of it, and it's very fascinating. The development of that game, really fascinating.
Everything Valve do is fascinating. They don't have bosses there. It's weird. They're all like.
I think I played
it's like organization.
Orange Box version. Is that the one that's got episodes 1 and 2 on it as well? I can't remember.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
that's the one I played.
Yeah, I honestly, I tried playing it on the pad for a little bit, and I just couldn't do it.
It's a very fast-paced game because it's based on the Quake engine, so it's.
And I played Quake on mouse and keyboard originally. You know what I mean? It's one of them. But yeah, really liked it. Again, I don't love it like everyone else does, but I played it too late, didn't I? And I can imagine if I'd really put my time into it back then, I would have loved it. But I still think the first is the masterpiece, and this is the follow-up to the masterpiece.
Yeah,
if you get me.
So it's still got my favorite quote in gaming in the intro. The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. Yes.
Yeah, I like that. That's really... There's a lot of good dialogue bits in this. A lot of, especially the G-Man, whatever he's called.
Yeah, that is literally what he's called, the G-Man.
Yeah. He's you can see the Matrix influence there, can't you? But yeah, it's good.
Although the G-Man was in the first one, that came out
which is before the Matrix. Yeah, maybe they copied it.